The Sandman Season 2 Part 2 comes out in a few days, and here are some interesting things I want to yap about that happened in Season 2 Part 1. So, first things first, Dream, Morpheus, or whatever you want to call him, admitting that he was wrong about his whole situation with Queen Nada, basically giving her an ultimatum to either love him or go to hell, and then making actions or taking actions to make sure that he corrected that wrong. Second thing that was very interesting to me is Lucifer quitting hell, like just out of the blue. I did not think that was possible for you to quit hell. Like, she sent all the demons away, packed her bags, locked up hell, gave the key to Dream, cut off her wings, and went on to live her merry life with no consequences. We did not see any consequences. It would be interesting to see if there would be any consequences in the Part 2. And as we all know, or if you watched Part 1 of Season 2, you know that now the key for hell has been handed over to the angels, which means it's basically back in God's hands. So that's why I said, would it be given back to Lucifer? Would there be a new ruler of hell? Would it be an angel? Who would it be? That kind of thing. Fifth thing I find interesting is Dream's little deal with Loki and how that would play out. He basically struck a deal with him to keep him out of the reach of his father, and he says nothing. So is he going to call in that favor in the next part? Like, are we going to see him calling that favor or something? Like, what's going to happen there? It's very interesting. So another thing I find interesting is in the Season 2 Part 1, we find out what happened to Destruction and basically how he left and why he left and where he ended up staying when he left. And he ended up leaving again because Dream and Delirium found him. And then I think the final thing that happened from Season 2 Part 1 is Dream basically spilling family blood. He kills his son. He basically got turned into an oracle, a talking head, literally. He was begging Dream to basically put him out of his misery by killing him. But there is a rule set up by the family that basically doesn't allow them to spill family blood, or else there will be war and chaos and everything. So in Season 2 Part 2, in the Part 2 anyway, we're going to see how that all plays out and how him spilling family blood, the chaos that will ensue, and all of that thing. So just very interesting things that happen, and I really like to see how all of them would come together to play a role in the remaining parts. I do hope that all of them just like find a way to pitch things in the remaining parts and not just him spilling family blood, because like it's like what, 4 to 6 more episodes that are left. It would not be reasonable for all those episodes to just be based on the fact that he killed his son.